Hello everyone and welcome to our first results video for game week 1. I hope everyone enjoyed the return of the Premier League, and so without further ado, let's jump straight into the results. So starting with the least correct picks when picking the outcomes of the matches. As you can see, we have quite a few creators here that still got half the picks correct. Next up, we have Quinny, On the Ball Sim, and Bluebird Legend Paul. That got 4 out of 10 correct picks, or 40%. And finally, we have the Footy Network, Callum WM, and Benjamin Bloom, or Mickey, who managed to get 3 out of 10 correct picks, or 30%. And these were the bottom 3 creators for picking the correct outcomes. Next up, we have most correct picks from our creators. And first up, we have Rado Online Tv, who only picked for 9 games this week. He missed out the Leicester versus Tottenham game, but they got 6 out of 9 correct with 67%. Next up, we have a bunch of creators here who managed to pick correctly for 7 out of 10 games, or 70%. And next we have Prediction 2 Foot, who only picked from 9 games this week, but managed to get a great score of 7 out of 9, or 78%. And the big winners of the week were CandidConvos, David, and Quiz Channel, who out of the 10 games they predicted, they managed to get 8 out of 10 correct for a great score of 80%. Next up, we're going to be looking at the least correct picks from when choosing the correct score. And if you want to know where we get the correct score odds from, we get them from a website called Odds Portal. So starting with the least correct picks, we have a bunch of creators again who managed to get 1 correct score out of 10 for a percentage of 10%. And here we have 12 content creators that didn't manage to get a single correct score correct. Next up, we have most correct picks when picking the score. And here we have Ellie Talks Football, Blackburn Roverseas, and AshtonPLPredicts, all guessing 2 out of 10 correct scores for a 20% success rate. Following that, we have Prediction 2 Foot, who guessed correct scores of 2 out of 9 games for 22% success rate. And in joint second place, we have Matt SB, Sophie, Benjamin Bloom, and Adam Welch, 1878, who all guessed the correct scores of 3 out of 10 games, or 30%. But the big winner of the week, and a big congratulations to Rado Online TV, who guessed a massive 4 out of his only 9 games correctly for a whopping 44% success rate with the correct score. And those correct scores came in Liverpool's 2-0 away win to Ipswich, Arsenal's 2-0 home win to Wolves, Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth's 1-1 draw, and Manchester City beating Chelsea 2-0. And so congratulations to Rado Online TV for getting the most correct scores correct this week. And next up, we're going to be looking at the most profitable and unprofitable channels and creators. First up, we're going to start with the most unprofitable channels. And how this works is every pick a creator has chosen, we will be betting a hypothetical £100 to see who wins or loses the most money over a game week and over the season. And once again, we get our odds from Odds Portal. So starting with the most unprofitable channels in reverse order. First we have Sebi YT, On the Ball Ben, Matt SB Matt, SO99, and Egal Talks Football. And if you would bet £100 on every single one of their picks, you would have lost the total of £247. Next up, we have Bluebird legend Paul, and if you would have bet £100 on every single one of his picks, you would have ended up with a grand total of minus £382. Then we have Quinny and On the Ball with minus £413 respectively. And then we have Callum WM and Benjamin Bloom Mickey. And if you bet £100 on each one of their games, you would have ended up with a grand total of minus £580 or a return of investment of minus 58%. And sadly, the biggest loser of the week was the Footy Network, losing you a grand total of £611 if you would have bet £100 on each one of their picks, with a return of investment of minus 61%. So better luck next week, Footy Network. And next up, we have the most profitable creators. And at the bottom of the list, it is Prediction 2 Foot, that only picked out of 9 games this week, but still came out with a profit of £376 or a 42% return of investment. Following them, we have a group of 5 creators who all won £381, hypothetically, with a return of investment of 38%. Next, we have boodsbants, who would have won you £414 with a return of investment of 41%. Following them, it's Matt SB, Sophie, who would have earned you £453. And then Ace Predictions, living up to the name, and they would have earned you £471. And the big winner this week was Quiz Channel, who would have won you £666 with a return of investment of 67%. But the big winner this week is CandidConvos, David, and they would have won you a whopping £804 with a return of investment of 80%. So done well to David there. Now on to the most unprofitable creators when picking the correct score. And this won't take very long because a bunch of channels would have lost you a whopping £1,000 if you would have gone with their picks when picking the correct scores. And on to the most profitable creators when picking the correct scores. And first up, we have On the Ball Sim, who would have won you £110 with a 11% return of investment. Followed by Blackburn Roverseas, who would have won you £516 with a return of investment of 52%. Followed by AshtonPLPredicts, and Ellie Talks Football, who would have won you £663. Followed by Prediction 2 Foot, who would have won you a handsome £987 or 110 return of investment. Benjamin Bloom would have earned you £1,307 with a return of investment of 131%. Adam Welch, 1878, would have earned you £1,630 or 163 return of investment. Matt SB or Sophie, she would have gotten you £1,773. And the big winner is Rado Online TV, earning you £2,370 or a huge return of investment of 263%. So well done, Rado, once again. And there we have it, guys, for our first results video for game week 1 of the English Premier League. Thanks to all the content creators that have picked for this game week. And we will see you in the next one. So cheers, and don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps the channel. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.